special partner than your twin game. All you wanna do is talk, I don't even talk.
Thought I heard somebody talk.
I can pull up with that, Chewbacca that. Banging my chest and my head on the lock. Feeling like Walker Flock of Flame. I put the opposition out the game. I'm out the pocket, but I rock with the game.
We attacking, better stand back and watch a run. Shotgun come with the options. Send big blitz, nobody blocking. Big win, that's a ring.
Some 90s. Please. Yeah. Please, I got mouths that I got to feed. I can't stop the counting on me to make up weight that's without protein. So I make waves that's without no grease. I got mouths that I got to feed. I can't stop the counting on me to make up weight that's without protein. So I make waves that's without no grease. I dropped out, I ain't got degrees. I found out that what not for me. College might be the thing for y'all, but college dropout taught me way more. That's 04. A similar time I made up my mind, dog, no more. Never could I spend any time in those dorms. My alma mater was taught by Marshall Mathers and Sean, Professor Carter and Kanye West for starters and Tribe, Quest and Common and Nas, Andre 3000, 3 stacks for short, Lupe Fiasco taught all about food and I took what I learned from the words and I filter it through the scriptures. I'm spitting the heat, but literally I didn't have any idea. The lyrics I rhyme, so without a line would become my career. The quotes that I wrote would move a soul like Korea and make believers and still make a home for Sophia, Naima, my daughters, my sons, and my spouse. I'm just running my lane, y'all just running your mouth. Never catch me capping in raps. I'm really only 2 places. I'm in the lab with my seeking the Father, my heart is so I don't get caught up in all of the kind of drama that's common when you just rhyming for dollars and trying to shine like medallions. That's in the pasta, that's pocket to pocket all of the commas and tried to hide that they kinda forgot to honor the proverbs. For me, the only options to follow the Bible. Let my provider decide how to honor my grinding. So it's a method to my madness. Trying to flip a get my daughters in gymnastics, please. I got mouths that I got to feed. I can't stop the counting on me to make up weight that's without protein. So I make waves that's without no grease.
Zone 6, Pirates, Whipper.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the New York Jets. This fielded right at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Now it's Wilson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Fuller run show Fatukasi. Able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
From the shotgun, Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Wilson now with a handoff to Collins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll try and run forward with Collins. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. I got it.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
52's the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
Here's Wilson. That is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th, they're going to try a 2nd time. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Michael Carter taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Will Parks. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Carter on the read option. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Get him, get him, get him. 61, matchbox, light. Go.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Keelan Cole, 30 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Push him back. Push him back.
Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to get this underneath to Dallas. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll bring up a second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play. They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, here we go. No, check that.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, here's a diving catch right side. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Penny will try to punch it in, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Come on, D. 43 is the mic, boys. 43. Check, 43. I'm coming after you.
To throw is Wilson. Touchdown. It's complete. DJ Dallas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Come on, QB, come on. Hey, check right there.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Cole. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Watch the screen.
Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Echo. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 57's the mic, watch 57.
Wilson. Flush to his right. Out to Cole on the right side. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Keelan Cole, his second touchdown of the night. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up 5?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
6 yards left on second down.
Watch the screen. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
The toss running left. This is Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They go play action with Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll begin by running the option. He's got the first down here inside the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
That's what I do. Check it backer, check it backer.
Now it's Wilson. And the grab by Croft. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. Good job right there.
On second down, a run with Dallas. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now Rashad Penny. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13.
Check, 43. All day, dog.
Wilson. He'll get this out wide to Penny. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to lead to a third down.
43's the mic. 43.
Now Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment. But a penalty flag on the field. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Watch twist.
After the penalty, it's Penny. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Second and 11 at the 41. Throwing is Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The throw over the middle taken in. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
52's the mic. Here we go. Whip.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Ballore punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Get off the field. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Crunch time, defense.
Here's Wilson. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On second down, here's Penny, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
43 is the Mike.
They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll run with Penny, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He'll buy some time right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
practice, man, it's been a minute. When we pull up, we go ahead and get it. If they told you we did it, he did it. Super Bowl back to back, we gon' finish it. Grab the trophy, we go ahead and sit with it. I remember we came up from nothing, so now we gon' turn up for something. We